Hey, yo, 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 it's the ugly truck driver. How the flock are you? Well, let's see, I'm looking at my calendar here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days from now, I turn 67 years old. I shake my head sometimes wondering why I'm still alive. I honestly have no idea. I just sometimes think that God has a plan for me that I haven't seen yet or I haven't accomplished yet. I mean, a lot of the guys I went to Vietnam with are dead. A lot of the guys and gals that I went to school with are dead. My brothers are dead. One died on the day of his birth. The other died when he was 24 years old. Out of 3 children my parents had, I'm the only one still surviving. I'm the oldest and I'm the only. I don't get it. I don't understand it. In my life, I have been through hell and high water. And yes, I've made very bad choices in my life and paid major dues for it. But in that time, I've been married and divorced 4 times. I had 4 wives. My first, whom I still have a care about, is Norma Jean. My second was Diane, who later turned out to be a nutcase. My third, who was considerably younger than me, that I had the most kids with, came home one day and said, "I don't love you anymore, get the fuck out." And my fourth, who was younger than her, after 5 years, separated, left me, her parents, and her attorney, shoved me under the bus, and both her parents were ministers. And I guess in some ways, if you look at it, maybe I should be a woman hater or a woman user or abuser. I don't even have a word for it. But throughout all these 67 years, I would remind people that I was married to ladies for over 30 years, biologically produced 7 children, have 1 adopted, and 2 stepkids, of which a few of them have disowned me or don't want to know me or don't associate with me. I will not name names. But comes Sunday, this Sunday, I'll be 67 years old. The only thing I want to say is, while I am no longer associated with my ex-wives, I have done my best to try and keep in contact with all my children. If even only by a birthday card or a Christmas card or something like that, to tell them that I love them, I care for them, I'm thinking of them, even if I'm not part of the inner circle of their lives, I'm still there. And of course now I have a couple of grandkids. I have soon, maybe this week, a great-grandchild coming. But basically I've been disowned by those people. I can't change their views of me. You know me. I'm outspoken, loudmouth, brassy, little bit pervy here and there, or as one of my kids said, "Dad, you get to be a little bit of a creeper now and then." Yeah, I admit, that's it. But through all of it, what all my kids need to know is that I do love them and I care for them and I worry about them day in and day out. And as my 67th birthday comes up here shortly, I don't need a big cake with candles. I don't need tons of presents. I don't need adoration and all the rest of that shit. I just need my kids to know that I care for them, that I love them, that I pray for nothing but the best for them. And maybe before you see me laying in a coffin somewhere in my military uniform, all crusty and shrunken and whatever else, that they will take the time to really get to know their pop. I don't know. I got a couple of my kids. Lord love them. They do. I mean, when I have a want or a need, come through in unexpected ways. And trust me, it's appreciated. Especially now that I'm retired and living on about $325 a week. A little bit of help with the car, a little bit of help with food, a little bit of help with stuff here in the house. It's appreciated, more than you can ever know. So I want to say to my children, all 7 biological, the 1 adopted, and the 2 stepkids, wherever you are today, whatever you're doing, I want you to know that when Daddy puts his head on the couch at night and goes to sleep, Daddy says a prayer and asks God to watch over you, keep you safe, keep you healthy, keep you out of harm's way. And to those of you that don't know God and Jesus, may the Holy Spirit reach out, touch your heart and your mind and your soul, and let you know there is a God out there. And as much as I care for you, He cares for all of us. And of course, you can walk away and ignore it and say, I don't believe. Well, that's your problem, not mine. I learned a long time ago, with all the crap that I've gone through in life, that if it wasn't for God and Jesus Christ, I'd have probably stuck a gun to my head quite a few years back and said, screw it, and taken the, quote, easy way out. So now I've got grandkids and soon to be a great granddaddy. I look forward to it. And the only thing I can say is I hope my family, my children, will include me in their future plans, include me in whatever happens in life, and allow me to be the dad that I want to be, not the dad they think I am. So happy birthday to me this Sunday as I turn 67. And wherever my children are all over the United States, Daddy wishes them well. Daddy loves them deeply. But Daddy will still break your ass whenever you get out of line. It's a Daddy thing. And I know they get very upset. I'm 20-some, I'm 30-some, and you're still in my face. Well, I wasn't there to help raise you because your mother wouldn't let me. But I did the best I could with what I got. Did I fail? Probably. But I'm always in the background. And when you go to do something stupid, I'm hoping that there is somewhere in the background a little angel sitting on your shoulder saying, Daddy ain't gonna like this. And that you'll make the best choice and the correct choice rather than the stupid choice. I love all my children, even if they don't love me too often. But see, my mother once told me when I was about 16 years old and got in her face one day. She sat there and told me, I was all over her, and she said, you know what? God damn it. You may hate me, but I'm your parent. You will respect me. It took me quite a few years to understand that. And now I do. And there are a few of my kids that hate me. But you will respect me. Why? Because without me, you would not exist. Think on it. So Daddy's birthday's coming up. It is what it is. Love my kids. Wish I got a little bit more respect from the spouses, but that's another story we won't go into. But to my children, I want them to know I love them, I care for them, I feel deeply for them, The good, the bad, the ugly, the high times, the low times, everything. And they know I'm not hard to find. I am so easy to find. You can find me on the internet. You can find me in the phone book. You can find me just about anywhere. Google me. You know where I live? My door's open 24/7, 365. And maybe I don't have all the answers to the crap that's going on in your life, because there's times I don't have answers to the crap going on in my life. But if nothing else, I'll sit down with you, have a cup of coffee, and we'll BS a little bit. Because you know what? Everybody needs to have a dad in their life. But that's just the ugly truck driver's opinion. Happy birthday, ugly old Skippy.